big mission is that everybody can swim, and this is a great example of getting so many people involved and excited about swimming.
So it's, going from people learning to swim, and then they get a little bit of a taste for it, they enjoy it, one thing leads to another, they're ending up swimming 3 times a week.
Personally speaking, I find that swimming is great for my personal fitness, and as well as enjoying it a lot. And there's always something else that you can pick up and improve on.
Well, for me, I think I looked at lots of videos and things, and I don't know if I ever actually knew what I was doing, so to have someone tell you what you should be doing was really good.
We've learnt quite a lot about streamlining and core, holding your core, and it's been great, it's been really good, I've really enjoyed it.
The main focus is about getting adults in the pool, but getting them swimming better. It's all about giving people little tips. A lot of people here haven't had lessons for years.
I haven't had a swimming lesson for 40 years, so I've come for stroke improvement, leg kicking, sort of what you do with your arms.
Basically focusing on drills and skills, the fundamentals. So what we did today was mainly kicking and our core strength and rolling our shoulders when we're doing front crawl.
It's a nice, easy pace. So it's not a race to get to the end, it's just getting there and doing it in the best possible way, so that they're kind of actively thinking the whole way up the pool.
I think I now know what I should be doing. I'm conscious as you get tired, the old habits come back, but at least I know what I should be doing now.
I've just been so impressed with it. It's absolutely everything that we're trying to do at Scottish Swimming here.
It's been a wonderful experience, and I feel very kind of privileged we've had these top-class teachers teaching us.
We've had a lot of people in the sessions and a lot of different ranges of skills to cope with, but because they focus on the fundamentals that apply whichever skill level you have, we're all able to get something out of it.
So we've got so many people coming to learn, all ages getting involved.
The great thing is that it's going to be 12 of these over the year, and we're looking like it might be over 1,000 people are going to get this expert skills and drills.
It encourages me that I can keep going with it, it's not too late to take it up and keep trying.
There's always so much to learn, there's so much that we can work with them and make them stronger and better in the water.
Anyone can do this and it's loads of fun, it really is fun.
And a very good evening to you, ladies and gentlemen, from the Aberdeen Sports Village. It's day 3 of the Scottish National Age Group Championships 2015. And we've had a good day of heats today. The older swimmers in the morning and the younger ones in the afternoon. The top 10 in each event have made their way, battled their way through to compete again tonight. And we're delighted to be covering that for you for the next 2 hours or so. We're going to have some excellent swimming. Here's what's coming up. The boys 200 freestyle going from the youngest age groups up to the oldest. And then we go down to the 200 backstroke, followed by 100 butterfly for the boys, 200 breaststroke for the girls, and we finish off with 200 individual medley. So that's what's coming up in store. We saw some really thrilling races last night. I think there's going to be a few similar ones here, some of the ones that just take the fancy. So we're going to have a rematch of a terrific battle that happened yesterday. It was in the 200 breaststroke yesterday, and today it's going to be in the 200 IM, and that is Cameron Muir and George Clough. That was a really tight one. That's near the end of the afternoon session. That going in the 16 age group. Lots to happen before that. So we're going to be starting off with the 200 freestyle, as I said. So the youngsters, look out for the likes of Michael Flynn from North Lanarkshire. William Bell of City of Leicester was absolutely stunning in this afternoon's heats. Did a 2:04, and so it would be very interesting to see if he can improve on that further. That was faster than the 14-year-olds, and well, pretty much as fast as the 15-year-olds. So a terrific swim from him. We're going to see a good race, I would think, in the 15-year-olds as well. Tom Ryan of City of Leicester against Ryan Retson from First. That should be a good one. I mentioned George Clough before. He'll be going in the 200 freestyle as well. It'll be a good contest with Murray Quellant of Aberdeen and Scott McClay of Perth. Jack Watson, City of Aberdeen, could also figure in that one. So lots to look forward to when we get to the 200 backstroke for the girls. Well, Michaela Glenister has been in good form, another City of Leicester swimmer. She'll be going in the 13s. Lexi Waller as well. She broke an age group record yesterday in the 50 back. See what she can do. But we're just about ready to get going now. So we've got our first event underway. So that's where we're going to be starting. The boys 11-12 years, 200 freestyle. In lane 0 for Dumfries, it's Owen McBurney. In 1 for Adam Young, it's Cooper, it's Adam Young. In 2 for First, Michael Mooney. In lane 3 from East Lothian is Sean Craig Mile. For 4 from North Lanarkshire, Michael Flynn. In 5 from Warrender, Daniel Saunders. In 6 from Inverleith, Angus Allison. In 7 from Dumfries, Bryce Proctor. West Lothian's Nathan Grimley goes in 8. And Adam Miller of South Mainland in the Shetland Islands goes in lane 9. So it could be a really close race to get us started here. Michael Flynn, the fastest qualifier, 2:20.96, half a second faster than Daniel Saunders. Sean Craig Mile also very much around that pace. So they're the 3 in lanes 3, 4 and 5. Craig Mile in the yellow cap in lane 3. From Flynn in 4, Saunders in 5, and certainly Sean Craig Mile, the winner of the 800 freestyle on Tuesday night, has off to an excellent start there, and he looks to be the first to turn in 32.42, about a tenth up on Saunders, with Flynn 9/10 behind him. So they're the early group leading there, the ones that maybe we predicted. Didn't perhaps predict that it would be Sean Craig Mile leading them down this second length, but well, right up with him is the Warrender swimmer Daniel Saunders. So they are the 2 who have the advantage here. Stroke for stroke now at the halfway point. It looks like it's the Warrender swimmer who's just moved into the lead. 1:07.76 for Daniel Saunders. In second place, Sean Craig Mile, 1:08.16, and Flynn in third. So these 3 still neck and neck. Well, it's going to be a really tight contest to get us going tonight. Sean Craig Mile may be back in the lead. He is battling away with Daniel Saunders. I think maybe Daniel Saunders does still just have it. Not far away is Michael Flynn. So very, very close here as we come to the final turn. Let's see who's got the touch. It is Sean Craig Mile once again by a tenth from Saunders, and only 3/10 behind that, Michael Flynn. So these 3 are leading the way. These 3 neck and neck with 30 metres to go now. Coming up strongly, Michael Flynn, the fastest qualifier for this final, as he left it for the last length to make his move. I think he has. It's the silver cap of North Lanarkshire, worn by Michael Flynn. But Sean Craigmile is after him. It's between these two now, but it looks like Flynn is going to take it. He does. What a great race to get us going. 2:19.57 for Flynn, second place Craigmile, and third place Saunders. Well, that was something stunning there. Really terrific race. Was nip and tuck. There's the 1, 2, 3 on the screen. Michael Flynn 2:19.57, Sean Craigmile 2:19.82, and Daniel Saunders just behind me. You see them coming in there. There's the yellow cap of Sean Craigmile, and well, from that picture you couldn't really see, but you see a little more clearly here. And they're coming in, stretching to the wall there to get that touch, was Michael Flynn. Terrific stuff. Well, we're straight on to the next race now, and this is the 13-year-old boys. We have Jack Dalgetty in 0 for Dundee City Aquatics, Oscar Smiley of South Ayrshire in 1, Rory Dixon of North Ayrshire in 2, Jay Newman of City of Leicester in 3, William Bell, his City of Leicester teammate, in 4, Keir Buchanan of South Lanarkshire in 5, Joel Sinclair of Carlisle Aquatics in 6, Alistair Duns of West Lothian in 7, Evan Clark of North Ayrshire in 8, and Ryan Robertson, City of Glasgow, in 9. So this second race, William Bell 2:04.74 was absolutely magnificent in this afternoon's heat, and he was some 6.5 seconds faster than anybody else. Keir Buchanan, the second fastest, just ahead of the second City of Leicester swimmer Jane Newman. So that's the pecking order coming into this final. And it is William Bell who has the early advantage here, so goes through the turn, 28.85, leads by 8/10. Buchanan second. Is Joel Sinclair, the Scot from Carlisle Aquatics, in third place in lane 6. So the 1, 2, 3 going across the pool from lane 4, with William Bell leading the way. Certainly not got the sort of lead that the 7.5 second advantage from the heats would suggest, but well, maybe he'll stretch that out in the second half, because it is beginning to stretch now as they come to the halfway turn. Bell going through just on the minute, 1:00.01, leads by 2 seconds from Buchanan, and third place still is Sinclair with half a second back on him, Jay Newman. That maybe is where the contest is going to be for the bronze medal here, because at the front, William Bell is looking good for this one, and Buchanan looking pretty good for second place. About 4 meters is the advantage now for William Bell as we come towards the final turn, and make that 5 meters now as they go through. Buchanan in second place, Sinclair I think just turning in third, and that's confirmed on the scoreboard. So the 1:32.79 was William Bell's 1:50 split, as we see him there coming down halfway through the last length. His lead about 5 meters now, so he has got this one firmly in his pocket. So it's going to be more glory for William Bell. In fact, that's a beautiful gold medal for him. His first other than the relay. So good result. William Bell taking it. Second, Keir Buchanan, and third, Joel Sinclair. So terrific stuff there from William Bell. We thought he was going to dominate that one, and that's how it worked out. So there is the 1, 2, 3. William Bell 2:04.53, Keir Buchanan 2:08.74, Joel Sinclair 2:10.78 in third. Good third there from Joel. And there we see William Bell coming in, and no problems really at all for him. So on to the 14-year-old race, and they're swimming in lane 0. North Lanarkshire's Craig Greenock ready to go. In 1 for Warrender, it's Archie Goodburn. In 2 for West Lothian, it's Daniel Ferguson. In 3, City of Glasgow's Angus Nicol rather. In 4, Jean-Luc Diggins of Dumfries. In 5, Keir Edgar from Carnegie. In lane 6, Durham City's Daniel Morley. It's his birthday today, so he's looking for a big birthday night tonight. Logan Eason of Stirling goes in 7. Jonathan Christie of South Lanarkshire is in 8. And his teammate in 9, Callum Young. So this is the 14-year-olds, and there's only 200ths between Diggins and Edgar from the heats. So expect a really tight contest here. Jean-Luc Diggins of Dumfries 208.33 in this afternoon's heat. Keir Edgar of Carnegie 208.35. Angus Nicol, City of Glasgow 208.44. Daniel Morley of Durham 208.62. So, well, any of about 5 or 6 swimmers, because Daniel Ferguson and Logan Eason were also very close. So any of about 6 swimmers could take this through the turn. It's Daniel Morley who has the advantage in lane 6, looking to add to the 2 gold medals that he won yesterday. Terrific performances yesterday from Daniel Morley, and he'll be trying to hold off the challenge from Jean-Luc Diggins in the second half here. He's got about half a metre in hand as we come to the halfway point, just around the minute. 1:00.15 for Morley. Second, Diggins, 1:00.42, with third place Daniel Ferguson in lane 2. So the wide angle camera shots in order here for the live streaming as we go down the third 50, and we've got about 6-7 swimmers within about 3 metres here, but it is still Daniel Morley in lane 6 from Jean-Luc Diggins in lane 4. It looks like it's going to be these two deciding it down the final length, going through that term. 1:33.01 for Morley, 1:33.76 for Diggins, so 3/4 of a second is the gap. Can Diggins bring that one back? Daniel Ferguson is coming up in lane 2 as well. So we've got a 3-way contest now. You can just see him at the bottom of the pool now as they come through. 10 metres to go. Morley is hanging on. Diggins is pushing him. Ferguson working hard. 3 of them coming in. But Morley takes it. 2:05.24. Well, we've seen some cracking races already tonight. Diggins taking second there, 2:05.56, and Daniel Ferguson third, 2:05.61. Well, certainly some exhaustion there being shown, but there's the 1, 2, 3 confirmed. Daniel Morley, Jean-Luc Diggins, Daniel Ferguson, all within less than half a second of each other. So cracking stuff there, and you can see there just how close it was as they came in. So we're going straight on to the 15-year-old final now, and in this one we have Scott Lilburn of first going in 0, Mark Hill of North Lanarkshire in 1, Jamie Robertson swimming as a non-residential Scot in lane 2, Duncan McKinney of City of Glasgow in 3, Tom Ryan, City of Leicester in 4, Ryan Retson of first in 5, Lewis Kerrod, City of Leicester in 6. In 7, Scott Gibson of South Lanarkshire. In lane 8, from South Aberdeenshire is Morgan Eriksson. And in lane 9 for Carnegie, James Beattie. So that's the lineup here. Could be another tight one, Ryan and Retson. So Tom Ryan goes in lane 4, Ryan Retson in lane 5. You'd think they will be the fancied swimmers here. Can any of the others prove me wrong though? Duncan McKinney, Lewis Kerrod might just have ideas about that. So those are the 4 leading them down the first lap. Looks like maybe lane 5. Ryan Retson just has the edge. We'll see if he does take the touch. He does at the turn. 27.78 by 600ths from Lewis Kerrod in second and Tom Ryan in third. So the two City of Leicester swimmers at the moment just behind the Falkirk man. Ryan Retson being pushed all the way at the moment by Lewis Kerrod. And then we have Tom Ryan and Duncan McKinney. So as we saw in the first race tonight, it's the 4 in the centre lane who are making the challenges. Ryan Retson leads the way, 57.79. Now has half a second over Kerrod and just beginning to stretch that a bit now. He's up to about a body length advantage. Kerrod in second place, Ryan in third. So City of Leicester 2 and 3, but can either of them challenge the first man? This is Ryan Retson, who's dominating proceedings now. He's about a body length as they go into the final turn, a little more than a body length in fact, as he goes through. 1:28.46, leads by a second and a half. It's a good old scrap between the two City of Leicester swimmers for second place. So local rivalry a place there between Tom Ryan and Lewis Kerrod. Don't think either of them, though, are going to catch Ryan Retson. He's got 15 to go and is going to take this one. Looks like Lewis Kerrod holding off Tom Ryan for second, but Tom Ryan is coming back at him. Retson takes it. Good style from him. Time of 1:58.49. So some 5 seconds faster than he was in this morning's heats. Lewis Kerrod does take second. Lewis Kerrod taking second, Tom Ryan third. They're on the scoreboard. So in they come in, and it is Ryan Retson there, about 4 metres clear as they finish there, and there's a good scrap between the two City of Leicester boys. Kerrod just getting it. So there's presentations coming up next. So Daniel Saunders coming up to take the bronze medal, representing Warrender from that first race, the 11, 12-year-old 200 freestyle. Eddie Wilmot, the SASA president, making the presentations. He's been working hard this week. Sean Craig Mile of East Lothian takes the silver medal. He's scrambling up to get his medal. There he is. So he got a gold in the 800 freestyle on Tuesday night, so adds a silver to that tally. But the gold medalist in what was a thrilling race, Michael Flynn of North Lanarkshire. Well, we seem to be minus him at the moment. So here he comes. We just see him out of camera shot at the moment, but trust me, he's on his way. There he is. Michael Flynn of North Lanarkshire. He takes our first gold medal of the night and is in the centre of the trio for photo time.
We're now going to present our medals for our 13-year-old in this 200-metre freestyle. Our bronze medalist in this
event. On to the 13-year-old presentations now. The bronze medalist, Joel Sinclair of Carlisle Aquatics. Picks up his bronze medal. Keir Buchanan of South Lanarkshire gets the silver. And the gold medalist from City of Leicester, William Bell. And because William is not a Scot, the Scottish national champion is Keir Buchanan. And William Bell, pretty impressive there, 2:04.53. In the end, he was 4 seconds clear. He was 7 seconds clear in the heat, so they got a bit closer to him in the final, but it was never in doubt. William Bell dominant in the 13-year-olds. The 14 medalists coming up now. Daniel Ferguson of West Lothian picks up the bronze. His time 2:05.61 in that really tight race. Jean-Luc Diggins was only just ahead of him, 500ths ahead of him in fact. The Dumfries Dolphin, and he takes silver. And the gold medalist, Durham City's Daniel Morley. The national champion, of course, is Jean-Luc Diggins. And the Dumfries making an impact on these championships. Strong club from the southwest of Scotland. So there are the three of them. So some good performances all round in our first 4 races. We'll get to racing now. We've got the 16s and the 17 and overs coming up very shortly.
Just another quick reminder for the coaches that are recorders that would appreciate
we will be moving on to the 16-year-old final coming up next. Talked a little bit about that with a tight contest in prospect. Like the George Clough, Murray Quellant, Scott McLeay, Jack Watson. Let's just run through the starters. In lane 0 for South Aberdeenshire is Matthew Turner. In lane 1 for Kilmarnock, Alistair McGee. In lane 2 for Warrender is Jack Harrison. His teammate George Clough is in lane 3. In 4 for Aberdeen is Murray Quellant. In 5 for Perth City, Scott McLeay. In lane 6 from City of Aberdeen is Jack Watson. Fraser Beebe goes for Carnegie in lane 7. Josh Mitchell for South Ayrshire in 8, and the first swimmer, Mark Elric, is in lane 9. So that's the lineup. Quellant, McLeay, Clough, Watson, you'd think, will be the 4 in the centre lanes who will take this one on. So let's see who's going to win the honours here. Murray Quellant 2:00.40, Scott McLeay 2:01.02, George Clough 2:01.62, Jack Watson 2:02.07. The front runners from the heats, so they are in lanes 3, 4, 5 and 6. Coming down the pool, well, pretty much the whole field is in a line as we approach the 50. See who's first to turn. Jack Watson in lane 6, 27.85, but only by 100 from Murray Quellant with third place. Great start from Alistair McGee in lane 1. And coming down the second length, it's still not a lot clear. It does look like it is still Jack Watson with the advantage though. But Murray Quellant is shadowing him, so there's an Aberdeen contest brewing here. City of Aberdeen against Aberdeen, and there's only 200 between them. Quellant getting the touch that time, 57.45. The Red Caps are also in the mix. There's a Perth one, Scott McLeay, and a Warrender one, George Clough. Also there, Jack Harrison, also of Warrender, and Alistair McGee, who had that great start. So still lots to happen, I think, in this race as they come towards the 150. Looks like it is an Aberdeen contest, though. Jack Watson and Murray Quellant. Murray Quellant, once again, has the touch there at the 150 by 11 hundredths, 128.35, and he leads them down the final length. Scott McClay is moving up strongly in lane 5, though. He has joined the two from the Aberdeen club, and he is now challenging for the lead with Murray Quillen. So it looks like now it's Quillen against McClay. Well, this is going to be on the touch here. Who gets it? It goes to the Perth City man. 1:57.70, Scott McClay. Murray Quillen second, 1:57.94. George Clough third, 1:58.72. Yet another thriller.
So we can't ask for better races so far tonight. Look how close that was. 1:57.70 Scott McClay. Murray Quillen 1:57.94. George Clough just touching out the long-time leader, Jack Watson. There's the finish. Who's going to win it? Who's going to win it? It was Scott McClay just getting that finish, maybe slightly more nailed. Really good stuff from him. So on to the 17 and overs now, and there in lane 0, ready to go, is Ross Gale of Ren 96. In 1, John Wright of North Ayrshire. In 2, for City of Glasgow, Jack McComish. In 3 is Cameron Smith of Edinburgh University. Lane 4, Matthew Parks of Edinburgh University. In 5, Jordan Hughes of University of Stirling. In 6, from South Lanarkshire, is Angus Barr. In 7, from City of Aberdeen, Stuart McIntosh. In lane 8, from Dumfries, David McGregor. And in lane 9, for City of Glasgow, Chris Lowther. So here, Matthew Parks the fastest, but watch out for Jordan Hughes. He might be a fair bit faster in tonight's final. So lane 4, Matthew Parks, 1:52.45. Lane 5, Jordan Hughes, 1:53.74. The two fastest this morning. You'd expect it to be between these two, but well, so far what's gone on tonight, expect the unexpected. Parks is certainly fast away in lane 4, and he's going to lead them through the 50 from Jordan Hughes, 25.81 and 26.13 respectively. Cameron Smith of Edinburgh University touching third there in lane 3. So at the moment it's going according to the seeding. Matthew Parks with a 1:52. That was a pretty strong swim from him. Very close, I think, to his entry times. So see if he can replicate or improve on that. Hughes is tracking him though. He's only about a metre behind as we come to halfway. Through the turn they go. 53.72 and 54.19 for the two front runners. Still in third place, Cameron Smith, but he's falling back from the leading pair here. So it looks like it is going to be a university battle of Edinburgh against Stirling. Matthew Parks taking on Jordan Hughes here, and Matthew Parks in the dark blue cap for the University of Edinburgh continues to lead them up to the 150. So he's going through about a metre up, 1:22.48. There's about half a second in it. So Hughes has to press the accelerator now if he is to make an impact on this. He is certainly pushing hard here, and he is drawing closer to Matthew Parks now. This is very close. There's a great battle going on behind them for third as well. But focusing on the front, once again, we have got a nail-biting finish on our hands here as they come into the final 5 metres. Either of the two could take it, but it goes to Jordan Hughes by 1/100th of a second. Just about as close as you get to a dead heat without having a dead heat. In fact, it's absolutely as close as you can get to a dead heat without having one. Jordan Hughes taking it by 100th from Matthew Parks, and Cameron Smith takes that battle for third from Jack McComish. So there you go. As they come in, you thought maybe Parks was just going to get it. Well, from the naked eye, you just can't tell 100th. But that's why we have electronics. And it was the man from the University of Stirling who just edged it by the narrowest of margins there. So once again, an absolute thriller. We're going back to medal presentations now. That's who to blame if you don't like the commentary. Duncan McKinnell, that's me. So I'll try and keep you entertained over the next hour and a half or so. So here we are with our next presentation. This is the 15-year-olds. And Tom Ryan of City of Leicester gets the bronze medal. Once again, Eddie Wilmot working hard. Silver medalist also from City of Leicester is Lewis Kerrod. Good battle between those two City of Leicester boys. Lewis Kerrod, I think, would be delighted to get one over his teammate. But he couldn't quite cope with Ryan Retson. I don't think that is Ryan. I think that's a teammate. As Ryan probably into the swim down pool. I suspect he's got more to come racing tonight. So there are your medalists for the 15s. And good stuff. What a set of 200 freestyle swims we had there. You certainly couldn't ask for a better start to tonight's broadcast. Remember, you can tell us what you think. Hashtag Snags 2015 as we see our 16-year-olds now picking up their medals. The bronze medalist there went to George Clough. Murray Quillen of Aberdeen gets the silver. What a finish it was from Scott McClay of Perth City. Well, going through the final turn, you'd never have believed it was going to be Scott McClay who was going to take that, but he absolutely stormed that last length. And really a terrific race all round, all three giving their all, as did a number of other swimmers as well. But they're the top three, and it was Scott McClay in the end that got the gold medal. 17 and over medalists now coming up, so they're pretty much fresh out of the water. Cameron Smith had to work hard for his bronze medal. Now mixing swimming and coaching. Coaches at Musselburgh Swimming Club. So if there's any Musselburgh followers here, you'll be delighted to see Cameron on the podium there. Silver medalist his teammate Matthew Parks. And the gold medalist by 1/100th of a second, the University of Stirling swimmer Jordan Hughes. Well, a great set of 200 freestyles, and that 17 and over was maybe the pick of the bunch. So let's see if the girls backstrokers can emulate that, because we're going to that now, the 11, 12-year-old 200 backstroke. So we're starting with the 11-12s. So we have in lane 0, Caitlin Decker-Geary, her birthday today. Victoria McCormack of South Ayrshire in 1. Morven Lister of Carnegie in 2. Marnie McDonald, City of Aberdeen in 3. Ellie Turner of Carnegie in 4. Katie Shanahan of City of Glasgow in 5. Iona McLeod of Dundee City Aquatics in 6. Maria Caprelli of Dundee City Aquatics in 7. In lane 8, Rachel Grant from North Ayrshire. Anya Slesser for Geary in lane 9. Ellie Turner of Carnegie, the fastest qualifier for this one, ahead of the youngster. She's only 10, Katie Shanahan, swimming as 11-year-old, ages on 31st December. So once again, it's 4 lengths of the pool here on this 200 backstroke. Let's see who can get the honours here. Ellie Turner, 2:36.49. The fastest from Katie Shanahan, and then Murray McDonald. So the 1, 2, 3 early on. So nothing in it really as they come to the 50. Going through, it is Ellie Turner just with the touch, 35.82. Katie Shanahan just caught for a second back on her. And third place, Morven Lister. So 2 Carnegie swimmers in the frame here. Morven Lister in lane 2. Also not far away in lane 6, the youngster from Dundee City Aquatics, Iona McLeod. So lots of noise from the gallery here at the Aberdeen Sports Village because there's a very vociferous Carnegie crew in the audience, and they are really getting excited about Ellie Turner here as they go through the halfway point. She leads them 1:14.26. Katie Shanahan about a second and a half back now, 1:15.63 for her, and Iona McLeod holding third place from Mari McDonald in lane 3. So the 1, 2, 3 then diagonally across lane 4 to lane 6, leading the way Ellie Turner. She did a time 2:36.49 in the heats. Let's see how she matches against that. Coming up about 3 meters clear here. She has the advantage, and it's difficult to see her being caught now. Going up to the final turn and through it now in 1:54.62. She leads now by over 2 seconds. Shanahan has 8/10 on Iona McLeod, and just behind them in lane 3 is Mari McDonald. So it is Ellie Turner. I don't think they're going to catch her. She's got half a length to go. The lead may be shrinking very slightly, but, well, it's still about 2.5 meters. And Turner may be finding a second wind now as she realizes she's just about there into the final 5 meters. And Ellie Turner will take her first gold medal in these championships in 2:33.42. The crowd is going wild. Second place, Katie Shanahan, 2:36.44. Iona McLeod takes third, 2:37.28.
Ellie Turner there, with her back to us, and there beside her the youngster, the 10-year-old Katie Shanahan. What a fantastic silver medal from her. There's the summary. Ellie Turner, 2:33.42 from Katie Shanahan and Iona McLeod. They're going in and nicely judging the finish there. Ellie Turner on the in, and a wee puff of the cheeks as I think she realised she just got herself her first ever national gold medal. So we go on to our next race. This is the 13-year-olds. Phoebe Kitchen goes for Inverclyde in 0. Ellie Shields of Montgolfier Bearsden in 1. Erin Snow of South Lanarkshire in 2. Lawrence Sanderson of Lerwick in 3. Michaela Glenister of Leicester in 4. Gaia Alcaraz, City of Aberdeen in 5. Beth Gill of Heart of Midlothian in 6. Erica Chopek of Kelso in 7. Jessica McKee of Carnegie in 8. And Molly Murray of South Lanarkshire in 9. Well, you'd think Glenister probably the favourite here to add a gold here to an 800 gold she got this afternoon and a 400 IM gold that she got last night. So away we go. Michaela Glenister, 2:31.30 in the heat. Gaia Alcaraz, 2:32.51. Michaela Glenister having a busy day. Did a really good 800 freestyle swim this afternoon. 8 gold in that one, 400 IM gold yesterday. And she had a 200 backstroke gold today. At the moment, it's the Shetlander, Lawrence Sanderson of Lerwick, who is her nearest challenger in lane 3. So at the 50 metres, it's 35.55 for Glenister. Second is Sanderson, 35.95, and Alcaraz in third, 36.41. And the 1, 2, 3 as they come down the second length now. And it is still Glenister who has the edge here. You can see also up there over towards the far side of the pool from where our cameras are and where the gallery is. It's Chopek and McKee going well, not too far away from medal positions, but as they come to the halfway point, leading the way is Michaela Glenister, 1:13.52. Her lead now about a second and a half. Sanderson still holding second, but Gaia Alcaraz is challenging that now.
looks like these three are where the medals are going to go, and it looks very much like Michaela Glenister is going to add to her gold medal tally here, unless something dramatic happens in the remaining length and a bit. So coming up towards the third turn, she has about a body length advantage. It is now very much Alcaraz in second place, and in third place Lauren Sanderson. So through the turn they go. 153.15 against 153.94. So still less than a second between Glenister and Alcaraz. So Alcaraz maybe not out of this just yet, and she is putting in a challenge down this last length. So anything the freestylers could do, just watch what the girl backstrokers could do, because this could be another tight one, but Glenister is not having any of it. She is responding to the challenge. She's maintaining most of her body length advantage. Michaela Glenister takes the gold medal, 2:29.88. She takes nearly a second and a half off her heat time. Great swim though from Gaia Alcaraz, pushed her all the way, 2:30.79 with Lauren Sanderson. Good swim from her, 2:34.98 for a bronze medal for the Shetland. So Michaela Glenister looking quietly pleased with that, and that's what she's pleased about. And she's at the top of the results there, 2:29.88. Alcaraz second, Lauren Sanderson third. And there we go, as lane 4 taking it, Michaela Glenister in good style. So straight on now to the 14s in 0. That's Kiana McInnes of Heart of Midlothian. Beside her for Arbroath and Thomas is Sophie Smith, just out of your picture at the moment. See if we can move the camera. There we go. There is Sophie, and Lily Gordon of Walker's Tigers in lane 2. Rasheen Ramsey going for Warrender in 3. Lexi Waller very much the favourite for Hearts in lane 4. Emma Scully of North Ayrshire in 5. Lorna Greenwood of City of Leicester in 6. Anna McFarlane of Hearts in 7. Molly Young, South Lanarkshire in 8. And Nicole Lees of West Lothian in 9. Yesterday we saw Lexi Waller pick up a new national age group record in the 50 backstroke, 2:22.07 her time in the heats this afternoon for the 200 backstroke, 4 seconds faster than Emma Scully, and another 2 seconds back was Roisin Ramsey. So you'd think maybe that would be the 1, 2, 3. Roisin Ramsey, a number of silver medals to her name, and she currently is, I think, just about in second place, but straight away down the first length, Lexi Waller opening up a healthy lead, 32.44. It is Ramsey turning second, just ahead of Scully. So that's the 1, 2, 3 as they come down length 2. We're seeing a lot of close races tonight. I don't think this is going to be one of them, because Lexi Waller is looking well controlled here and has now a lead of about 4 meters. The race is going to be for silver and bronze, I think. Ramsey still leads Scully as we come to halfway in second and third, and then a very tight contest behind them for 4th place. But Lexi Waller through that 100 meters in 1:07.60. 4 seconds, or 3 seconds rather, ahead of Ramsey. Scully remains in 3rd place, and maybe just dropping back a bit from Roisin Ramsey now. So the 1, 2, 3, certainly at the moment looking like Waller, Ramsey, Scully. Certainly Lexi Waller, you can't think is going to be denied from this point. Coming up to the 150. As I said, she did a 2:22.07 in this afternoon's heats. That was a very respectable heat time. We'll see whether she can improve on it tonight. Certainly looking good, 156. Her spot split at the 150. There you can see her in close up.
Real focus, very steady head there as she comes down. Those are the 15-metre markers she's just gone past. So no doubt she's going to take this. Ramsey is good for second, just out of your shot. It is going to be Lexi Waller taking it. She comes in 2:21.77. In second place, Rasheen Ramsey 2:25.35, and Emma Scully 2:28.13 takes third place. So Lexi, oh, it's difficult to tell what she thinks about that from that look. She just wants to cool herself down, I think. But there's the result. Lexi Waller 2:21.77, Rasheen Ramsey second 2:25.35, and third place Emma Scully. So the 1, 2, 3 as we move on to the 15-year-olds. So in lane 0, waiting patiently there, Warrender swimmer Jessica Damon. In 1 for Heart of Midlothian is Katie Taylor. In lane 2 from South Ayrshire, Caitlin Duffy. In lane 3, Warrender's Niamh Ritchie. In 4 from Millfield School, Isabel Jones. In lane 5, Daisy Platts of City of Leicester. In lane 6, Hannah Dryborough of Aberdeen. In lane 7, Alice Alcaraz of City of Aberdeen. In lane 8, in that green cap, Katie Golder of Midlothian. And in lane 9 for South Ayrshire, Megan Niven. And Isabel Jones came out of her sickbed to swim the heats this morning. She was very respectable, so see if she can follow it up here. So away we go, fastest qualifier for this final, Isabel Jones of Millfield School, 2:24.17, the member of the Scottish Youth Squad. And see whether she can show the advantage that she showed in the heat. Well, not so far. Daisy Platt at the moment has the advantage, the swimmer from the City of Leicester, looking to add to her gold medal in the 50 backstroke yesterday. So see whether she can do that. She's first to the 50, 32.86. Second is Niamh Ritchie of Warrender. Third, Hannah Dryborough with Isabel Jones just in fourth here. So not going with the seedings at the moment. Still things could change, of course, because it's pretty close, particularly at the front. Lanes 5, Daisy Platt. Hannah Dryborough just maybe half a metre back on her. Looks like Isabel Jones has moved up into third, just ahead of Niamh Ritchie. And these four swimmers within about a metre of each other as we go through halfway. 1:09.23, Platt's lead. Jones now up to second place, so after that slightly slow start, she's really getting into her stride now. Niamh Ritchie is doing her best to go with her. She's just out of the shot at the moment as we focus on Jones and Platt. These two in the centre, but Niamh Ritchie is right there with them, so three of them then. Very, very tight indeed. In lane 4, looks like maybe Isabel Jones has now hit the front. We'll check that out as they go through the turn coming up here, but it does look like Jones is going to lead them through it. Let's check on the scoreboard. Yes, 1:46.19. Ritchie now in second, ahead of Platt, but still any of the three of them could take this one. Isabel Jones now needs to show all her strength here to hold off the challenge, because Niamh Ritchie is coming right at her. So it looks like it's going to be between these two. Daisy Platt's about a metre back. It is still the green cap of Millfield, worn by Isabel Jones, with the advantage over the red of Warrender Niamh Ritchie. But it's getting very, very tight as they come into the final 5 metres. Ritchie is closing all the time, but it is Jones who holds it, 2:21.72. Ritchie just behind her, 2:22.04, with Daisy Platt's third, 2:23.68. There is Isabel Jones, and she had to work for that one, but I think she's pleased with that. And there is what she's pleased about, 2:21.72 for Jones, Ritchie 2:22.04,
and Daisy Platt's third, 2:23.68. So a cracking race there. Here they come in again, and you see there that Isabel Jones was just able to hold off Niamh Ritchie. So a good win from her. She started relatively slowly, but really pushed on hard in the second half there. We're on to medal presentations now, and there's the bronze medalist for the youngsters, the 11-12-year-olds. That's Iona McLeod from Dundee City Aquatics. Silver medalist there, the 10-year-old, the City of Glasgow swimmer, Katie Shanahan. And that was a terrific swim from her, but it was Ellie Turner who takes the goal, and she looks well pleased with that. So the youngsters, first opportunity for these girls to compete at Scottish national age groups, and well, they look like they're enjoying the experience. It's Maureen Campbell, by the way, making these presentations. We'll be on to the 13-year-olds as Ellie Turner goes to show off her gold medal to her teammates, and bronze there. Iona McLeod with hers, not her first medal by any means. On to the 13-year-olds, and the bronze medalist from Lerwick is Lauren Sanderson. I think that might be the first Shetland medal we've seen this week. Silver medalist, City of Aberdeen's Gaia Alcaraz. And the gold medalist, City of Leicester's Michaela Glenister, number 3 for her. And because she's not a Scot, Gaia Alcaraz gets the Scottish gold. So there they are, all happy with their job. The 14-year-olds up next. Bronze medalist, North Ayrshire's Emma Scully. As we see their swimmers going down, and of course some of them having to focus on races still to come. And there are our presentations. That's the silver medalist, Roisin Ramsey. Another silver medal for her. She's getting a fair collection of silver medals this week. I think that's number 4. But Lexi Waller, she dominated that race, 2:21.77, and a great gold from her. Let's sort out the handshakes and get ready for the photo. So they now have to focus on whatever's coming up for them if they're racing again. Put that all behind them as we move to our next race, which is the 16-year-olds. So the 200 backstroke. So in lane 0 we have City of Aberdeen's Heather Mulvaney. In lane 1 for City of Glasgow is Robin Crawford. In 2 for Warrender, Mari Swanson.
To feature now, she's just behind the leader Robin Crawford in second place. So 1:09.02 for Robin. Charlie 1:09.33. Shannon Crawford on her shoulder. So these three with 4th place. Ailsa Beck in lane 3, not that far back. So this one is close, but it's Cavens. Maybe is the one who's just developing the momentum now as we come down towards the 150. She's just got the edge, about a metre up as she turns 1:46 dead. Leads by 1/4 only from Shannon Crawford, so these two very close. The early leader, Robin Crawford, only another 10th behind, so it's lane 1, lane 4 and lane 5, all there. Very, very close indeed. Looks like maybe the Geary swimmer
Shannon Crawford has the edge now in lane 5. See if Charlie Cavens can come back at her. It's between the two now in the centre lanes, but it's the Geary swimmer Shannon Crawford, I think, is going to get this one over the fastest qualified Charlie Cavens, and that is the 1-2. Shannon Crawford, a great goal there for Geary, 2:21.98. Cavens taking second, and Robin Crawford could be very pleased, I think, with that swim out of lane 1, taking the bronze medal there in 2:24.50.
So a really tight one, came back and forward then. At the 150, you maybe thought Charlie Cavens was going to go through, but Shannon Crawford showing a lot of character down that last length to take that one by about 3/4 of a second.
Continuing on now, we have our girls 17 and over, our finalists for the 200-metre backstroke. In lane 0, we have
the 17
Duffy
and
swimming
over
for the
final
City
now.
of Aberdeen. In lane
0 from City of Aberdeen is Hayley Duffy. In lane 1, also from City of Aberdeen, is Emily Grant.
In lane 3 is
In lane 2 from Western Barnsley is Chloe Barkley. In lane 3 from Carnegie is Tame Bruce. There in 4, the familiar face of Hannah Miley of Geary. In 5, Jennifer King of North Ayrshire. 6 is City of Aberdeen's Kirsty Simpson. Next to her, Karen Reid of South Ayrshire in 7. Orla Adams goes for Geary in 8. And Danielle Joyce of University of Stirling goes in lane 9. Worth keeping an eye on Danielle Joyce in this one, the European Deaf Champion.
Hannah Miley we saw picking up gold in the 400 individual medley last night, and that was the last race of the evening. She's back here now in the 200 backstroke. So not one of her premier events, but as a 400 IM you have to be strong across all 4 strokes, and she'll be wanting to practice, particularly at these slightly longer distances, on the form strokes. But it's a terrific start from lane 6, Kirsty Simpson, so she leads it 31.34. Karen Reid next to her in 2nd place, and Chloe Barkley in 3rd. So well, certainly at the moment not going according to script at all. Kirsty Simpson, of course, is a very fine backstroker in her own right, member of the Scottish Gold Squad, so I guess we shouldn't be surprised. Maybe we should be surprised that she's in lane 6 rather than the fact that she is winning this one. Because it is Kirsty Simpson who is leading at the halfway point, 1:05.34. She leads by about 1.4 from Hannah Miley in 2nd, Jennifer King, also a backstroke specialist, in 3rd place, lane 5. Hannah Miley maybe starting to close a bit now on Kirsty Simpson. This is probably just what Hannah needs, is someone to chase here. She is also is very strong at chasing down the opposition in the second half of races, and that's what she's doing here, because it is Hannah Miley with the strength in the second half here, and has moved through and now has the lead as they go through 150, 142.16, up by 8:10. Simpson 2nd, King 3rd. That's looking like the 1-2-3 as we come down the final length then. Hannah Miley in the white cap is bringing this one in. It's getting close for 2nd now as Jennifer King is challenging Kirsty Simpson and moving past her. I don't think she'll get on terms with Hannah Miley, but it is King now clear in 2nd place. So Miley with 10 to go is going to take her first gold of tonight, her 2nd gold of these championships. She comes in 2:16.64. She improves by 2 seconds on her heat time. Jennifer King taking 2nd, 2:18.11, and Kirsty Simpson 3rd, 2:20.48.
So Hannah Miley really showed her dominance there in the second half. And in the end, was a pretty comfortable win for her. Strong swim from Jennifer King down the stretch there, so a comfortable second for her. There's Hannah coming in.
We're continuing
good
on with
technique
some medals
into the wall there.
our swimmers this
And
evening,
a
and the
good
medals will be presented by
Convincing
Maureen Campbell, who is
performance,
the
part
chair
of her
of
preparations
Scottish Swimming.
for the World Championship trials coming up in London in 3 weeks'
We have
time.
our 15-year-old medalist for 200-metre backstroke. And our bronze medalist for this event was Daisy Platts of the
So
City
we're
of
moving to
Leicester.
presentations, and that's Daisy Platt of City of Leicester getting the bronze medal from the chair of Scottish Swimming, Maureen Campbell.
Our silver medalist was Niamh Ritchie of Warrender.
Gets the silver medal.
And our gold medalist
And
and
the
Scottish
gold
national
medalist
champion is
from
Isabel
Millfield
Jones
School,
of Millfield
Isabel
School.
Jones.
We need results for 302 for the 16s and 17s and over. We're doing medals. Get them as soon as they have.
So we'll be moving to the 16-olds.
Tell me who they are. We'll do this bit.
So on to the 16-year-olds. This was a good
Our
race.
bronze medalist for our
Robin
16-year-olds
Crawford
is
of
Robin
City of Glasgow
Crawford.
take the bronze medal.
Our silver medalist
Silver
is
medalist Charlie
Cavens.
Cavens of Warrender. She'll be a bit
Of
disappointed
Warrender.
with that. Putting a brave face on it.
And our gold
Shannon
medalist
Crawford certainly won't be disappointed.
and Scottish national champion
He's
is
the
Shannon
gold
Crawford,
medalist and the
swimming
national
for
champion,
Geary.
the Geary swimmer. And a great swim there. So
Our
there's the
medalists for that
16-year-olds
last heat there are
and straight
17
to
and
the
over
17 and overs now.
Bronze medalist is Kirsty Simpson swimming for
And
City
Kirsty
of
Simpson.
Aberdeen.
Coughing and blowing, and that probably hurt, I think, by the looks
Our
of it.
silver medalist is Jennifer King of North Ayrshire.
Jennifer King, the silver medalist, North
And our
Ayrshire
gold
swimmer.
medalist and Scottish national
And
champion
there's
is
Hannah
Hannah
Miley.
Miley of Geary.
Always delighted to pick up a medal wherever she's swimming. A gold medalist there. So the three swimmers at their photo. Beautiful smiles from all of them. So some terrific swims from the girls 200 backstroke. We're back to the boys next. And it's a
Moving
100
on now
butterfly
with
coming
our
up.
swimming,
And
we
back
have
to
event
the youngsters
322,
then.
which is our boys,
And
11
the
to
next
14,
event then is the
100-metre
11-12
butterfly
years
finalists.
100 butterfly.
In lane 0, we have
In
Cameron
0
Thompson
from
of
Duns
Duns.
is Cameron Thompson.
Lane 1, we have
In lane
Darren
1 from
Robertson
Mingus
of
Hill, Whitehall,
Menzies Hill
Darren
and
Robertson.
Whitehall.
Bryce Proctor in
In
2
lane 2
from
is
Dumfries
Bryce
Dolphins.
Proctor of
That's him
Dumfries.
in the white cap.
In lane 3,
In
we
3
have
from
Jack
Carlisle
Smith of
Aquatics, Jack
Carlisle.
Smith.
Lane
In
4 is
4
Mark
from
Ford
South
of
Lanarkshire,
South
Mark Ford.
Lanarkshire.
In 5,
lane
Matthew
5 is
Gordon
Matthew
on
Gordon
South
of
Ayrshire.
South Ayrshire.
In 6, Adam
In lane
Young
6,
of Cooper.
Adam Young of Cooper.
In lane 7 for
In lane
Inverleith,
7 is
Angus
Angus
Allison.
Allison of Inverleith.
A second Inverleith swimmer
Lane 8
goes
is
in lane 8,
Cameron
and that's Cameron
also of
Alexander.
Inverleith.
And in
in
9
lane 9,
from
Callum
Warrender,
Rose
Callum
of
Rose.
Warrender.
Fastest qualifier in this one, Mark Ford, 109.54. Mark Ford in lane 4 had a 3-second advantage over the rest of the field in the heats this afternoon. So can he show that same form here over 2 lengths of butterfly? South Lanarkshire
well up in the top club points position, so they'd love to pick up points here. Oh, Mark Ford, Matthew Gordner's South Ayrshire was the second fastest qualifier. He's in a mix of swimmers challenging for second, but Mark Ford has had a terrific first 50, 32.44 for him. Matthew Gordon in second, Bryce Proctor of Dumfries touching third there, hoping to get onto the podium for the first time. Mark Ford, though, he is looking really good for this one. He's picked up a silver in the 50 fly. Can he go one better in the 100? Well, it certainly looks that way at the moment. Nobody's going to get close to him. Lane 5, Matthew Gordon, surely good for second. Looks like Adam Young now maybe has moved into third place, but it's Mark Ford, a clear winner there, 109 dead. It takes half a second off his heat time. Second, Matthew Gordon, 111.63, and third, Adam Young, 113.55.
Duncan, that sounds like an age group record for Mark Ford. Sorry, 109 dead, yep. 105. Age group record there for Mark Ford, so he comes in there. Great stuff. Yeah.
Mark Ford there picking up the national age group record there for the 11-year-olds. Well done to him. Ready to go on the blocks now are our 13-year-old finalists for our 100-metre butterfly. In lane 0, Ian Rose of Warrender. Lane 1 is Rory Young of Heart of Midlothian. Lane 2 is Jack Dolly of City of Leicester. Lane 3 is Fraser Wilson of Midlothian. Lane 4 is Stuart Brodie of South Lanarkshire. Lane 5, a Warrender swimmer, Joe Ewan. Lane 6 is Joe Sinclair of Carlisle. Lane 7 is Alistair Dunce of Swim West Lothian. Lane 8 is Oscar Smiley of South Ayrshire. And in lane 9, Liam Harkin of First.
Qualifier for this one. Is not fastest away here, that is Fraser Wilson. He has got the advantage here and goes through the turn in 31.09. Stuart Brodie now has moved up into second place. We'll see if he can challenge the Midlothian man down the second length here. It's pretty close, very close in fact, but the whole line of swimmers who could take this one. Looking good in lane 6 is Joel Sinclair of Carlisle Aquatics. He's the one maybe that's moved through now. Maybe it is still Wilson in second, but that's very close. Sinclair surely is going to take this one. His first gold of the championships, 106.28 for him. Second place, Wilson, 107.06. And third place, Stuart Brodie, 107.16.
Unfortunately, we had a technical infringement in that last heat in lane number 9.
So disqualification, unfortunately, there in lane 9. So as they come in, you see there over in lane 6, it is Joel Sinclair, and he really nailed that finish. Very tight behind him. As we go on to the 14-year-olds. In 0 is Carnegie's Harris Bruce. In lane 1 for South Ayrshire is Dylan Somerville. In lane 2 from Warrender is Jamie Booth. In lane 3, Durham City's Daniel Morley, second swim of the night. In lane 5, also a second swim for West Lothian's Daniel Ferguson. In 5, Finley Hart of East Lothian.
In 6, Dundee City Aquatic swimmer Cameron Murray. In 7, Mitchell Stevenson of South Lanarkshire. Craig Greenock of North Lanarkshire in 8. And in lane 9, Callum Barnes of Carnegie. So there were 3 swimmers all on 104s in the heats. Daniel Ferguson, Finlay Hart and Daniel Morley. 104.18 to 104.32. So halfway mark. It does look to be Finlay Hart who's got the advantage here. Through the turn, 29.57. So let's see who's got the advantage now. It's very close. Finlay Hart maybe just has the edge, but Daniel Ferguson right beside him now, coming into 5 meters to go, just over, and it's maybe Ferguson just edging it now from Hart on the touch. It goes to Ferguson, 102.14. Hart second, 102.53, and Daniel Morley third, 103.69. So a cracking race there. Daniel Ferguson just getting the advantage there, 102.14, a lot faster than they were in the heats. And there is the summary. Ferguson, Hart and Morley, a bronze for him to add to his gold earlier. And there was Ferguson, absolutely nailed his finish there. Maybe that was the main difference between him and Finlay Hart there. As we move on to the 15-year-olds, and there in lane 0, Carnegie's James Beattie. Midlothian's Matthias Rietveld goes in lane 1. Owen Strachan of Carnegie in 2. Thomas Balfour for North Lanarkshire in 3. Ryan Retson of First in 4. Joel Whetstone of City of Leicester in 5. Ian Fletcher of Mulgai and Bearstone in 6. Daniel Mackenzie of Geary in 7. Matthew McColgan of Mulgai and Bearstone in 8. And Jonah Walsh of Warrender in 9. So 2 swimmers on 60 point here. Ryan Retson looking for his second gold of the evening. 1:00.06 in the heats. Joel Weston of City of Leicester, 1:00.89. It does look to be Ryan Retson who's got the edge. It's lane 3, Thomas Balfour, who is his main threat at the moment. Also up there, Ian Fletcher in lane 6, with Weston with some work to do in lane 5. So it is Ryan Retson who has got the advantage now. Can he bring it home down the second length? It's very tight indeed, but it does look like Retson has the advantage. Fletcher continued to go well in the white cap, just about has second place. Weston and Balfour battling for the bronze, and they're up now with Fletcher. Retson takes his second gold of the night. What a time that was, 58.28. In second place, Fletcher, 59.89. And just a tenth behind him, Thomas Balfour, 59.98. So Retson, 58.28, takes that one. Fletcher, 59.89. Balfour, 59.98. Terrific stuff. Well, Joel Weston only just behind them as well. So chance to see a cracking swim from Ryan Retson. Absolutely got a perfect finish there. Terrific stuff. And I think, well, I can't see him, but it just looks like he's
got a broad grin on his face, just sense from that. I think he will have been very pleased with that, I suspect. We're going to presentations next as these swimmers just make their way out the pool. Certainly showing lots of energy still. They should have left that behind. Very athletic out the pool. So they're just behind them are the medalists, and it's Adam Young of Cooper getting the bronze medal. Matthew Gordon of South Ayrshire, the silver medalist, and the gold medalist in that new 11-year-old record time, Mark Ford, 109 dead.
And that was the age group record for 11-year-olds there also for Mark Ford.
So these youngsters enjoying their week in Aberdeen, I think, and that was a good win for Mark Ford and a great time. It's Sharon MacDonald, by the way, making these presentations. She is the Director of Development at Scottish Swimming, so responsible for bringing the motto of Scottish Swimming through: everyone can swim. The bronze medalist there went to Stuart Brodie, Fraser Wilson the silver, South Lanarkshire and Midlothian respectively, but the gold medalist from Carlisle Aquatics, Joel Sinclair. Joel, though he swims at Carlisle, is a Scot, so no need for another medal to go out. They are the 1, 2, 3.
Next onto the blocks are our 14-year-olds.
Then we have that really good race for the 14-year-old ones. We'll see the medalists coming up for that. Bronze medalist Daniel Morley, second time onto the podium tonight for him. Bronze to add to his gold earlier in the 200 free. Bentley Hart really worked that hard, and only just behind the gold medalist there, West Lothian's Daniel Ferguson. So it was West Lothian against East Lothian, and this time West Lothian coming out on top. So good racing from the younger swimmers. We stay with 100 butterfly with 2 more races to go in that. The 16-year-olds first up, and there in lane 0 for Carnegie is James Collier. In lane 1, fresh from his 200 freestyle gold, Perth City's Scott McClay. In 2 from North Ayrshire, Glenn Duffy. In lane 3, Toby Douglas of Duns, the 50 fly silver medalist. In 4, Tom Bealey of Aberdeen. In 5, Mark Elric of First. In 6, Murray Quellan, also involved in that terrific 200 freestyle battle, as was in lane 7, Matthew Turner of South Aberdeenshire. Lane 8 is South Lanarkshire's Ewan McComish, and in lane 9, Adam Kirkwood of North Ayrshire. Well, the winner of the 50 butterfly was Scott McClay. He goes in lane 1 here. So he's certainly up there. Lane 5 also going well, Mark Elric of First. Lane 4, Tom Bealey of Aberdeen, very much in the mix, so a lot of swimmers in the frame at the turn, led by Tom Bealey, 27.74 from Mark Elric, second, and third Murray Quellan. As they come down the second length, though, it looks like it's developing into a battle between Tom Bealey and Mark Elric. Tom Bealey and the white for Aberdeen has the advantage. He is about half a metre up now. He's going to take this one
from the man from first. So it's a victory for Aberdeen, 57.70 for Tom Bealey. Mark Elric second, 58.31. Murray Quellant takes third, 59.75. That's confirmation of the full order on the scoreboard. Tom Bealey 57.70, Elric and Quellant second and third. Douglas just missing the minute barrier, 1:00.04 in fourth place. So good stuff there from the 16-year-olds, make their way out the pool. There we see Bealey bringing it in and the end he was well clear really of his rival Mark Elric. So on to the 17 and overs there in lane 0, Warrender's Callum Reid. In 1, South Lanarkshire swimmer Ross Leslie. In 2 for Geary, Gavin Haggerwood. In lane 3 from Kelso, Ryan Brown. University of Stirling, Sean Campsey goes in lane 4. Then we have a line of 3 Edinburgh University swimmers, Greg Watson in 5. In 6, Daniel Barraclough, Cameron Watkins in 7. City of Aberdeen swimmer Felix Gifford is in 8. And in 9, Fraser Lowther of Dumfries. Could be a close one here. Campsey, the winner of the 50 fly, maybe the favourite. So Sean Campsey 56.45 in the heat, about 6/10 up on Greg Watson 57.05, and Ryan Brown 57.20, Daniel Barraclough 57.27. So Campsey maybe the favourite here, and he is fastest away, capitalising on his sprint speed. We saw it in the 50 butterfly last night, and going through the turn 25.31, over half a second ahead with the Edinburgh duo Watson and Barraclough second and third. Is that going to be the order? It's very tight between those two Edinburgh swimmers, but no doubt he's going to take this. Sean Campsey is well clear here. It is going to be Edinburgh second and third, but what's the order going to be? Watson and Barraclough as Campsey comes in 53.72, takes over 2.5 seconds off his heat time from this morning, so should be pleased with that. It was Daniel Barraclough getting second by 0.03 over his teammate Greg Watson, with a tie for fourth place there, Haggerwood and Brown. So that was fantastic stuff there from Sean Campsey, 53.7. Really good stuff there. 53.72 to be precise. I think he'll be absolutely ecstatic with that. I'm pretty sure that is a lifetime best for him. So we're back to presentations now. And for the 15-year-olds, the bronze medalist Thomas Balfour of North Lanarkshire. Sharon MacDonald again making the presentations here. Silver medal goes to Ian Fletcher of Mulgai and Bearsden. Looks pretty happy with that. And another cracking swim from Ryan Retson, the second gold medal of the evening for him. Looks pretty serious about it. A wee smile coming through there. Let's not show your feelings too much. You're a Scotsman. On to the 16-year-olds.
The 16-year-old 100-metre butterfly medalist. The bronze medal goes to
So Murray Quellant of Aberdeen gets the bronze medal. Aberdeen having a good championships. Mark Elric of First gets the silver. Tom Bealey looking very strong, particularly down the second half. Tom Bealey of Aberdeen gets the gold there. So 2 Aberdeen swimmers on the podium. The red and white colours for them, that big red A. And on to the 17 and overs now. There's the bronze medalist. Pretty much straight out the pool, Greg Watson from Edinburgh University. Also from Edinburgh University is Daniel Barakloff getting the silver. But what a good swim that was from the gold medalist Sean Campsey of University of Stirling, 53.72. So those are our senior 17 and over medalists. So we're done now with the 100 butterfly. But that doesn't mean we have any rest, because we're going on to the girls 200 breaststroke now. So we start with the 11, 12-year-olds. And in lane 0 there, we wave to the crowd for Elgin swimmer Georgia Officer. In lane 1 from City of Aberdeen, Rona Bowie. In lane 2 from City of Glasgow, Lily Jane Haggerty. In lane 3 from First, Anna Colston. In lane 4 for City of Glasgow, Kitty Chan. In lane 5 from Perth City, Shona Graham. In lane 6 from South Lanarkshire, Heather Stevenson. In lane 7, representing Warrender, is Jenny Galloway. Ola Stanton goes for Kinross Otters in lane 8. And Katie Goodburn of Warrender completes the field in lane 9. Kitty Chan, 2:58, the only swimmer going under 3 minutes for the heats here. So Kitty Chan, 2:58.17, 5 seconds faster in the heats than anybody else. Shona Graham and Anna Colston pretty close there, second and third. And I'll tell you, I think my co-commentator knows when it's time to do 200 breaststroke, her speciality, because right on cue, I am now joined by Kerry Buchan. So we'll see what she can do here to explain the mysteries of breaststroke. We're through the first term with the youngsters, and it's Kitty Chan of City of Glasgow who has got the advantage, 39.94 for her. Rona Bowie in second place over in lane 1. Well, very good evening to you, Kerry.
Good evening, Duncan.
Rushing home from work, I know.
Yeah.
So great to have you here. It's tough when you've got to work for a living.
Yeah, I miss the swimming.
So let Kitty Chan now has the advantage. So based on the heats performance, she certainly is the favourite. It's very close for second. The Perth City girl in red, Shona Graham, against the blue from first, Anna Colston, lane 5 and lane 3. It's Anna Colston just turning second halfway through the breaststroke. But they are about 2.5 meters behind from Kitty Chan in the white cap for City of Glasgow. She certainly is looking very much the favourite here. Pushing on down this third length of breaststroke. It's getting tighter for second place. It always was tight between Colston and Graham, but they're now joined by Lily Jane Haggerty in lane 2. So 3 of them, and Rona Bowie not that far away either. Neither, for that matter, is Heather Stevenson as Kitty Chan heads home. 2:10.22 for her. She leads by 4 seconds or thereabouts from Lily Jane Haggerty, who now has second place. So a great scrap going, but behind Kitty Chan, who we're focusing on now. Kitty Chan. So she is driving this one in. A real determined look about her as she comes down this final length. 12 this year. And she's going to pick up her first medal. I think her first ever National Championships medal.
and it's a decisive one. She is about 6 meters up now. Looks like Perth Shona Graham will take second as Chan comes in. Terrific swim from her. It is Shona Graham taking second. It's anyone's race for third as we see them come in there. It goes to Lily Jane Haggerty in lane 2, 3:01.60 for her. So dominant swim there from Kitty Chan first, Shona Graham second, Lily Jane Haggerty third. So Kitty Chan looking really strong there, Kerry.
Yeah, she's really strong, powerful leg kick she has there as well, and really stretching out at the front.
See her coming in there. Good finish.
Yeah, good finish there as well.
So we're straight on to the 13-year-olds now. Niamh Maloney goes for Carnegie in lane 0. Lawrence Sanderson of Lerwick, already been on the podium, goes in lane 1. Elise Green for Elgin in 2. Ella Hamilton of Alton in 3. Lucy Ross for South Lanarkshire in 4. Kristen Russell for East Lothian goes in lane 5. Erin Snow of South Lanarkshire in 6. Hannah Cool from St Thomas in 7. Victoria Duncan of First in 8. And Libby Simpson of Warrender in lane 9. So that's the field. 2:49. Lucy Ross looked very strong in the heats. So away we go with our 13-year-old final, and it is in lane 4, South Lanarkshire's Lucy Ross, who has the fastest heat time, 2:49.97. So she's in that SLS cap, and maybe just has the lead, I think, going down the first length, not too much in it. Good start in lane 8 from her first swimmer, Victoria Duncan. So she's certainly up in the mix, and the swimmers in between them as well, all up there. 38.72. Lucy Ross does get the touch. It is Victoria Duncan second, Erin Snow in third place, as Lucy maybe just starting to open up a bit of a gap now, coming down the second length of 4. All very competitive behind her, and they're not that far behind her, maybe a metre and a half. Kristen Russell, the second fastest in the heat, starting to make a move in lane 5. I think she's edging into second place now, just ahead of Erin Snow of South Lanarkshire. And also up there in lane 3 is Ella Hamilton of Alton. 1:21.38, Ross turns. 2 seconds up now. Russell is in second, Snow in third. So a couple of meters advantage now for Lucy Ross. And that is looking to be a very good platform now to which to bring this one in, with just a bit more than a length to go. Still anyone's race, second and third, 3 swimmers contending for 2 medal positions. Maybe it is lane 6, Erin Snow, I think it's gone into second place, and I think maybe Ella Hamilton into third. Yes, that is the 1, 2, 3 as they head down the final length. 2:05.39. Lucy Ross is split there. There she is in lane 4, bringing this one in. South Lanarkshire's Erin Snow would love to make it a South Lanarkshire 1-2 here, and you wouldn't bet against it at the moment. Ella Hamilton ahead of Kristen Russell at the moment, completing the 1, 2, 3, but Kristen Russell not out of it. Neither on the far side is Libby Simpson, but no doubt about the winner here. It is Lucy Ross, who comes in 2:48.15, nearly 2 seconds faster than the heat time. Close for second there, but it did go to Erin Snow, although Ella Hamilton was chasing her down at the end. Nearly got there. 2:53.46 for Snow, 2:53.60 for Hamilton.
So the 1, 2, 3 there, Lucy Ross, Erin Snow and Ella Hamilton. And in the end, a pretty emphatic win for Lucy Ross. So we move straight on to the 14-year-old final. And going in 0 is the first swimmer, Kimmy Buchanan, hiding behind the Speedo flag. In 1 from Best, the Borders team, Sarah Frizzell. In 2 is East Lothian's Ruth Thompson. In lane 3 from Perth City, Freya Thompson. In lane 4, South Ayrshire's Katie Robertson. In lane 5 from Leicester Penguins, Ailsa MacDonald. In lane 6, another Ailsa Ingalls of Heart of Midlothian. Katie Lynch goes in 7 for North Lanarkshire. Morven Adams in 8 for Dundee City Aquatics. And Anna Balfour, second East Lothian swimmer, goes in lane 9. Now Katie Robertson broke her age group record, 13-year-old age group record, 2:35.87, absolutely dominating the heats here, so she is the one to watch. So off we go. Katie Robertson, that new national age group record, 2:35.87, set in the heats this afternoon. What can she do this evening? She is just starting to move out into the lead now in lane 4, ahead of the other swimmers. Ailsa MacDonald was second fastest in the heats from Freya Thompson. So you expect they'll be in the mix for the silver and bronze, but already Katie MacDonald more than a body length up as they come to the first turn, 35.58 for her. So she is looking very, very strong here. Just looking on my notes from this afternoon, try and find her splits. 35.57 she was this afternoon, 1:15.71 at the 100 mark. So we'll just check her pacing against that from that record time, 2:35.87. See if she is on target to get close to that, or maybe even to improve it further. She is inside it by 7/10, 1:15.04. So this is another stunning swim coming through. Very, very close for second there. The touch for second going to Ailsa MacDonald from Freya Thompson, third, Ailsa Ingalls, fourth. Those three. Kerry Buchan, talk to us about this 200 breaststroke technique here.
This really great technique here from Katie Robertson, really stretching out at the front, and she's got a powerful leg kick as well. We watched her last year and she was really impressive, and she's just impressing more with this time here.
So this is just fantastic stuff in the heats. She was 1:56.68 at the 1:50 mark. Again, she's inside it by half a second now, 1:56.17. So just lost a little bit of pacing against the heat swim in that third 50, but maybe she's holding it back for this final 50. So watch this one on the live stream when you get back, if you aren't watching it live here, because this is breaststroke swimming of the very highest order from South Ayrshire's Katie Robertson. So the time she got in the heats, that new record time, 2:35.87. What's she going to do here? She does improve it. What a time. What a double from Katie Robertson. 2:35.62. Improves her 13-year-old national age group record. Absolutely fantastic. Ailsa MacDonald's second, 2:48.45. Ailsa Ingalls takes third, 2:50.04, just 500 ahead of Freya Thompson. But let's have a big ovation for Katie Robertson, 2:35.62. Ailsa MacDonald and Ailsa Ingalls second and third there. Wow, that's all I could say.
Yeah, same. That's really, really impressive time there from Katie. I mean, I was doing that sort of mid-season time, so I mean, that's really impressive for the age of her. Really great.
So we've got to recover from that and move on, because we're moving to the 15-year-olds now, and we have Ola Edwards there going in lane 0 from Aphrodottas. In 1, the Highland Swim Team member Katie McKenzie. In 2, Mulgai and Bearsden swimmer Zoe MacDonald. In 3, Millie Scotchbrook of City of Leicester. In 4, Carlisle aquatic swimmer Louisa Sinclair. In 5, from South Lanarkshire, Katie Donald. In 6, from Warrender, Katie Smith. Her teammate Anna Mackay goes in 7. Amy McCrosty of Dundee City Aquatics is in 8. And completing the field in 9, Ailey Smith of City of Glasgow. Well, I think they'll struggle to match Katie Robertson here, but let's see how this goes. It could be a tight race. So away we go. Louisa Sinclair, Katie Donald 2:55 and 2:50.8 respectively. And then about a second back, Millie Scotchbrook 2:51.79. So those the 3 fastest in this morning's heats. And well, it's lane 3, I think, just has the edge. Millie Scotchbrook, the Leicester swimmer. And beside her in 2, Mulgai and Bearsden's Zoe McDonald. Also going well in 5 and 6 are Katie Donald and Katie Smith. Lisa Sinclair with some work to do, the fastest qualifier, but we saw her brother early on start relatively slow and then wind it up and end up with the gold medal. So can we make it a Sinclair double tonight? Louisa will be trying to do that, but she's going to have to do it in the second half, because at the moment she's in about 5th place behind the leader, Millie Scotchbrook of City of Leicester. Then it's close between the 2 Katies, Katie Donald of South Lanarkshire and Katie Smith of Warrender. They're starting to tighten up a bit in that battle, 2nd, 3rd, 4th and 5th though, behind Millie Scotchbrook. So 2nd is now Katie Smith, Katie Donald 3rd, Louisa Sinclair into 4th now. And they're all about a body length back on Millie Scotchbrook in that black cap that we're certainly now starting to find pretty familiar from the City of Leicester, having a great impact on these championships. Katie Smith continuing to go well in lane 6, already a podium on the 100 freestyle. I always think of Katie primarily as a freestyler, but she's shown some good breaststroke form this season, and she's got herself right in contention. And here comes Louisa Sinclair as well. Well, she's moved up from 4th to 2nd in that 3rd 50 and got herself into a position where she could attack and head for the front. So it does look like Scotchbrook has been overtaken by both Sinclair and Smith as they come down the final length here. Looks like it might be between these two now. So it is the green cap of Louisa Sinclair in lane 4 and the red cap of Katie Smith in lane 6. These two are stroke for stroke inside the final 15 metres. Looks like Sinclair has got the edge. We are going to see a Sinclair double here as Louisa is emulating young brother and brings it in the 200 breaststroke, 2:45.30. Katie Smith, that was a good swim from her, 2:46.56, and 3rd place Millie Scotchbrook, 2:48.34. So a lot faster than they were in the heat, and there's confirmation there. Louisa Sinclair, Katie Smith and Millie Scotchbrook, the 1, 2, 3. So interesting tactics there, really paced it in the first half and then very strong once she got through, particularly about 1:25 onwards.
Yeah, she just sort of started reeling it up after the first 100. She just builded and builded and builded, and then just passed everyone in that last length as they were getting tired. So really well paced there from Louisa.
So we're going to medal presentations now.
For 200 metre breaststroke.
We have the principal of the University of Aberdeen to make these presentations, so we're honoured for that, Sir Ian Diamond. And he'll make the presentation to the bronze medalists, the City of Glasgow's Lily Jane Haggerty. The silver medalist, Perth City's Shona Graham. The gold medalist, now a really strong swimmer there for City of Glasgow's Kitty Chan. Of course, the principal of Aberdeen University, they're making the medals, as I said. Of course, Aberdeen Sports Village, very much a joint venture between the city and the university. A very innovative arrangement. I think bodes well for performance swimming here, if we can develop strong university program along with City of Aberdeen. On to the 13-year-olds, the bronze medal from Alton and District in Hampshire, Ella Hamilton. Silver medalist, South Lanarkshire's Erin Snow. And it's her teammate, Lucy Ross, gets the gold. So some great point scoring for the South Lanarkshire team here in the 200 breaststroke. Of course, these teams very anxious to do well in the top team competition. It's always very fiercely fought, perhaps as much by the coaches as the swimmers. So on to the 14-year-old medalists. The bronze medalist from Heart of Midlothian, Ailsa Ingalls. Well, she looks happy about the medal there. First one for her. Ailsa MacDonald from Leicester Penguins getting the silver, and that gold medal timed, that time 2:35.62, that new national age group record from Katie Robertson. Just a fantastic swim. For me, the swim of the night so far. Absolutely stunning stuff. So she moves on. Not sure whether she's got another swim. Might do, because there's 200 IM to come. I think she probably is in that. But we'll be going back to swimming now with the 16-year-olds, I think. And stand by for another Robertson in this one. They're just coming up onto the blocks now, getting themselves ready, or go through their routines. In lane 0, we have representing Geary, Christy Johnson. In lane 1 for Highland Swim Team, Laura Harrison. In lane 2 for Midlothian, Beth McFarlane. In lane 3, swimming for first, Chanel Snedden. In lane 4 for Carnegie, Lauren Sutherland. In lane 5 for South Ayrshire, Erin Robertson. Is Erin there? Yes, she is. In lane 6, Molly Lee of Leicester, City of Leicester. In 7, Ailsa Duffy of City of Aberdeen. 8 is Emma Williams of Mulgai and Bearsden, and Meg Patterson, City of Aberdeen, in 9. So after that, great swim from Katie Robertson. Here's a chance to see her sister Erin. She goes in lane 5, the second fastest qualifier from Lauren Sutherland. 2:38 for Lauren, 2:40 for Erin. So this could be a pretty interesting contest. Lauren Sutherland of Carnegie, the fastest heat time, 2:38.22 in the familiar black cap with the white C on it. She's up against Erin Robertson, so Katie Robertson's big sister, looking to double up on the 200 breaststroke gold medal front. But it is Lauren Sutherland who's fast away. Also a great start from the Highland Swim Team member Laura Harrison in lane 1. But it is Lauren Sutherland at the first turn with a pretty good lead, 35.13. Leads by Erin Robertson by a second. But we have seen swimmers starting steadily and then winding it up.
Louisa Sinclair was an example of that. So let's see how this one pans out. But certainly Lauren Sutherland is taking this one out very strongly. She's got a point to prove here, I think. Her first season at Carnegie, and she looks to make the most of her opportunity here as she leads by more than a body length coming into the halfway turn. 1:14.45 for her, 1:16.10 for Erin Robertson. So Erin has some real work to do if she is to close Lauren down in the second half here. It's very tight for third between Beth McFarlane in the green cap and in lane 3, Chanel Steddon off first in the blue, but still leading is Carnegie swimmer Lauren Sutherland. And it's not clear at all to me that Erin Robertson is making any ground on Lauren. So Lauren is looking in very good shape here as they come up to the 150 turn. She goes through that 154.73, leads by 1.8. That is a big lead to take into a final length of any event, and this is no exception. So Lauren Sutherland is going to get a late challenge here from Erin Robertson. Erin is starting to make her move now. Still just in third place, Beth McFarlane, but this is about Lauren Sutherland against Erin Robertson, and there is less than a body length in it now, but Lauren is holding Erin at bay. She's not going to be caught now. It's going to be Lauren Sutherland really attack this race from the off. What a good swim. 2:35.13 improves her time by 3 seconds. Erin Robertson has to settle for second there. Big hug between the two of them. And Beth McFarlane taking a good third there in 2:42.18. So that was a gutsy swim from Lauren Sutherland there. Really pushed that hard all the way through.
She did, yeah, right from the start. You could see that determination in her stroke, just the power she throws her arms forward there. Erin was trying to reel her in there in that last 50, but they're just not quite enough to catch Lauren.
So you saw them coming in there and you saw the gap. It was a pretty healthy one all the way through. So on to the 17 and overs then, our last 200 breaststroke final. Zara Milton of Duns goes in 0. In 1 for Sterling Swim is Ella Shilliday. In lane 2, Carnegie's Samantha Caulfield. In lane 3, it's Geary swimmer Orla Adams. In lane 4, Cara Hanlon from Highland Swim Team. In lane 5, Emma Chittleborough of Warrender. In lane 6, Emma Crawford of Edinburgh University. In 7, Olivia Jackson of South Lanarkshire. In lane 8, Shannon Patterson from West Lothian. And Francesca Christopherson goes for Edinburgh University in 9. Well, Hannah Miley swam this in the heats, but has withdrawn from the final, so Cara Hanlon and Emma Chittleborough should be the main contenders. So it'll be very interesting to see how fast Cara Hanlon can take this one out. 2:35.83 for the Highland Swim Team member from Stornoway on the Isle of Lewis, and see what she can do in this final. Emma Chittleborough, famously a slowish starter, then winds it up. The Warrender swimmer in lane 5 could give her a push. Samantha Caulfield, maybe taking inspiration from Lauren Sutherland's swim, is having a good first 50 for Carnegie in lane 2. She's in second place behind Emma Crawford, the Edinburgh University swimmer, who leads at the 50:35.03 out of lane 6. And what can she do? She is a very strong breaststroker as well, so there's some good talent in this 17 over final, and it looks pretty competitive. Cara Hanlon in the silver cap, maybe starting to make an impact. Chittleborough going with her. So it's those two along with Emma Crawford as they come to halfway. Caulfield just a little bit back on them as Cara Hanlon hits the front.
just before the turn, going through that 1:14.05 for her. Second place Chittleborough, third place Crawford as they go into the second half. So it is maybe now a race for second, because Hanlon has got a body length advantage, but Chittleborough famously is a strong second half swimmer, so maybe she can push Cara Hanlon. Emma Crawford, well, she will push it all the way as well. She's still battling with Chittleborough for second place, as Hanlon just extending her lead now, coming to the 150. It looks like her lead about 2.5 meters now as they head into the turn. 1:53.31. The lead is 2 seconds now. Chittleborough just ahead by 4/10 on Crawford. Is that going to be the 1, 2, 3? Well, Crawford is still pushing Chittleborough down this final lane, but I don't think any of them are going to be anywhere close to Cara Hanlon. The Highland Swim Team member is going to take this one surely. Chittleborough finishing strongly, about 3 meters back, has about a meter now on Emma Crawford. That's looking like the 1, 2, 3. Cara Hanlon coming up to the final 5 meters, has got this one taped. 2:35 in the heats, 2:32 in the finals. We'll be pleased with that, I think. That's a good, strong swim from Cara Hanlon. This could be a big year for her. Emma Chittleborough second, 2:35.23. Emma Crawford, 2:37.18.
So there is the 1, 2, 3, Cara Hanlon, Emma Chittleborough and Emma Crawford. So good, strong swims. And see them coming in there. Cara Hanlon really strong and looking stronger and stronger as the race progressed. So a worthy champion in the 17 over age group. Had some good 200 breaststroke races, Kerry.
Yeah, last night and tonight they really pushed on in this 200 breaststroke, and I'm really impressed with some of the girls coming through, especially Katie Robertson. That time was really impressive, and Cara there, really good times in the 200.
So the future of breaststroke swimming, because breaststroke swimming has been very strong in recent years in Scotland. It's looking like the future is pretty good as well.
Yeah, because there's been a little bit of a gap between the older and the younger ones, but the younger ones are really pushing on now, and they've got a lot of good groups of swimmers coming through.
So we're into presentations there, and it's City of Leicester swimmer Millie Scotchbrit there getting the bronze. Katie Smith from Warrender picks up the silver, her second silver of these championships. A freestyle breaststroke double, that's a fairly rare one. And Louisa Sinclair there, adding to the Sinclair gold medal collection from Carlisle Aquatics. That was a good race too. Louisa Sinclair coming from quite a long way back in the second half there to take gold there. There's more than one way to swim a 200-meter race. On to the presentations now for the 16-year-olds. And there's Beth McFarlane of Midlothian, who gets the bronze.
Our silver medalist is Erin Robertson of South Ayrshire.
Erin Robertson, silver medalist from South Ayrshire. And really good swim there from Lauren Sutherland. And she looks pretty happy with that. Carnegie swimmer. And there's the three of them. Well, it's Beth McFarlane and Lauren Sutherland, former teammates at Midlothian. So they'll know each other well. And next up are the 17 and overs. Emma Crawford of Edinburgh University takes bronze. She worked hard, particularly in the first half, just couldn't live with the pace of the other two in the last 50. Emma Chittleborough of Warrender in the silver. She had a good second half, but Cara Hanlon very strong there. The Highlander taking the gold in a time of 2:32.51. So the photos completed. They'll be on social media, Instagram later on. So a chance to have a look at all our photos taken in these championships. We move on to the 200 IM now. So we're into the final furlongs of 5 swimmers coming up now. 5 races, I should say, starting with the 11-12s. And we've got Michael Flynn going for North Lanarkshire there in that pale blue cap in lane 0. That in lane 1 is Angus Allison of Inverleith. We're actually looking at lanes 5 and 6 there. In lane 2, Matthew Gordon of South Ayrshire. In 3, Daniel Saunders of Warrender. The pale blue cap, in fact, is Douglas Kelly of Mulgai and Bearsden. In 4, Joseph Brownlee in 5, as we pan across the box. In 6, Fraser Kelly of North Ayrshire. In 7 is Mark Ford of South Lanarkshire. In 8, Jack Smith from Kyle Aquatics. And Sean Craig Mile of East Lothian goes in lane 9. Well, Douglas Kelly, 2:37. Fastest qualify here. Douglas Kelly, 50 fly gold medalist yesterday. So what can he do here? Fastest qualifier on 2:37.32, about a second and a bit faster than Joseph Brownlee of West Lothian. And then another second, Daniel Saunders back. Terrific start in the fly. I guess no surprise given he won the 50 fly gold. Douglas Kelly really taking out very strongly. That's a huge lead after 50 for him. 32.01, already over a second and a half ahead. Mark Ford second, Fraser Kelly third as they go into the backstroke. Of course, things can move around in IM, particularly with the younger swimmers. They maybe haven't developed that overall all-round strength just yet. But Douglas Kelly holding that big advantage that he got from the butterfly. If anything, maybe slightly increasing it. It's very tight, close for second now. Brownlee, Kelly and Ford all up there. So in lane 2 is Matthew Gordon as they go through into the breaststroke. 1:12.09 for Douglas Kelly. It is Matthew Gordon up into second place now ahead of Fraser Kelly. Now, if they are going to catch him, maybe this would be the time to do it. Let's see if Douglas Kelly can hold them at bay in the breaststroke. So far, so good, although they are beginning now to come back at him. The lead is down to about 3 meters. There's 3 of them closing in here. Lane 2 is Matthew Gordon. Lane 3, Daniel Saunders and Joseph Brownlee in lane 5. But it is still Douglas Kelly who's got the upper hand here, and he looks to have held a good chunk of his advantage in the breaststroke, so he's going to turn with still a pretty good lead into the freestyle. 2:00.20 for Douglas. It's Joseph Brownlee 2 seconds back in second place, just ahead by 200ths over Daniel Saunders. So it looks like it's about who's going to get second, who's going to get third here, unless something stunning could happen in the freestyle, and maybe it can, because Joseph Brownlee is pushing really hard here in lane 5. He is continuing to close the gap on Douglas Kelly, who's maybe just tired after that really fast first half, but he's going to hold on. He's found some extra energy from somewhere, and it is Douglas Kelly's second goal for him. 2:37.05. Brownlee really strong there down the freestyle, takes a good silver. 2:37.93, and third place Daniel Saunders 2:38.92. So really drove that first half. Douglas Kelly's on that platform of his butterfly strength.
Yeah, really fast 50 fly there. He didn't seem to suffer for it too much, but just on that last freestyle I thought he was going to get caught there, but he got a little bit more energy at the end and just held on there.
Yes, you did wonder as they went into the freestyle. Suddenly Joseph Brownlee seemed to be closing him, but as you say, he regrouped and was never really threatened. So on to the 13-year-olds, and there in lane 0 is Cole Lee of City of Leicester.
In 1, Rory Dixon of North Ayrshire. From City of Leicester in lane 2, Jay Newman. In 3 is Jill Sinclair of Carlisle Aquatics. In 4, William Bell of City of Leicester. In 5, Stuart Brodie of South Lanarkshire. In 6, Keir Buchanan of South Lanarkshire. In 7, Fraser Wilson of Midlothian. In lane 8, Joe Ewing of Warrender. And in 9, Ethan Lindsay from City of Aberdeen. William Bell was very impressive earlier this evening in the 200 freestyle. He absolutely dominated that to take gold. Can he add individual medley to that? Well, you would think so based on heat performance, because he was a lot faster than anybody else in the heats earlier on. So William Bell once again, as we saw in the freestyle, leading this one out in emphatic style. And he is a body length up on a whole group of swimmers. Second place, Fraser Wilson in 7, with Joe Ewing beside him in 3rd place. But, well, it's hard to see past William Bell already as they come down the backstroke leg. He has taken this one out very strongly indeed. Fraser Wilson going most nicely. He has had a pretty good meet so far. Been on the podium a number of times, and he is clear in 2nd from lane 5 now. Stuart Brodie up into 3rd, and he's not far behind Wilson, but the leader at halfway, William Bell, 106.81, leads by 3 seconds from Wilson, and Brodie very close to him. So the race still on for silver and bronze. In that race, Joe Ewing as well in lane 8, and also moving up Keir Buchanan in lane 6. But they're all battling for the minor medals, because William Bell is a long way clear of them as he goes down the breaststroke leg. That's certainly not a weakness for him, because he is building his lead even further in this 3rd 50. So coming to the 150 turn, he goes through 146.87. The scrap still very much on for silver. Warrender swimmer Joe Ewing looked like he was turning 2nd. He does in 154.71 from 3rd place. Joel Sinclair looking to add another medal to his gold earlier on. But this is the William Bell show. The City of Leicester man showing how it's done. And what a big victory. Number 2 of the night. Fantastic swimming from William, 2:18.30. Takes another 6/10 off his time for the heats, but look at this battle for silver. Lane 3 maybe just edging through. Joel Sinclair gets back onto the podium. Sinclair's certainly having a good night, and taking 3rd there, Keir Buchanan and South Lanarkshire. So the 1, 2, 3, William Bell 1st place, Joel Sinclair 2nd, and Keir Buchanan 3rd. Just waiting for them to scroll the board to see if we're happy with that. And unfortunately, a disqualification, technical infringement there in lane 9. So William Bell there, emphatic win from him. Really strong stuff. So we press on, and next up the 14-year-old boys 200 IM. In lane 0 there, Jamie McCaffrey of Modernians. In 1, Mitchell Stevenson of South Lanarkshire. In 2, Daniel Ferguson of West Lothian. In 3, Andrew McIntosh of South Lanarkshire. In 4, Archie Goodburn from Warrender. In lane 5, another busy night for Daniel Morley of Durham City. In 6, Carnegie's Greg Rowe. In 7, Angus Nichol for City of Glasgow. In lane 8, Alistair Cormack of Perth City. And Conor Tarrant in lane 9, representing North Ayrshire. So Archie Goodburn 2:21, Daniel Morley 2:22. Probably the front runners. Archie Goodburn, 200 breaststroke gold medalist yesterday. Would love to add 200 IM to that tally. He was the fastest qualifier, 2:21.14. Daniel Morley, 2:22.34. Was second fastest. Nice start in lane 2 from Daniel Ferguson. We saw him on the podium already this evening. It's the red caps of Warrender and Durham leading at the 50. Goodburn just 200ths ahead of Morley, 29.92 and 29.94, and you can't separate them down the backstroke leg either. Stroke for stroke, Morley maybe just edging into the lead now. He's about half a metre up on Goodburn. Moving into third now is Greg Rowe of Carnegie. But it's Morley and Goodburn with about 2 metres on Greg Rowe. Fourth place, Andrew McIntosh. He'll be strong in the breaststroke. So let's see how they do get on in the breaststroke. I think maybe Goodburn will have the advantage over Morley here. Both Greg Rowe and Andrew McIntosh, very strong breaststrokers, so they're going to have a good scrap here. But it is Archie Goodburn of Warrender who has moved past Daniel Morley into the lead. The Warrender boy making the most of his breaststroke skills here down the third 50. And he is putting himself into a very strong position here as we come to the 150. I think Goodburn maybe has won it from the breaststroke. Let's not count the chickens. 146.21. He does, though, have a 3-second advantage. McIntosh has moved ahead of Rowe into third place. And they are pretty much up with Daniel Morley now. So it's Goodburn, then Morley just ahead of McIntosh and Rowe. These four, no doubt who's going to win it. Archie Goodburn. Morley looks to be holding second place, although Greg Rowe is fighting him all the way. He's moved ahead of Andrew McIntosh. Archie Goodburn comes in 2:18.82. In second place, Daniel Morley, 2:21.92. And in third place, Greg Rowe, 2:22.39. Unfortunately, there a disqualification as well in lane 1, but the 1, 2, 3 up there briefly there. You saw it. Goodburn, Morley, and Rowe, the 1, 2, 3. So the 15-year-olds are next. And in lane 0, Lewis McLeod of Dumfries. In lane 1 for South Lanarkshire is Scott Gibson. In lane 2 for St Thomas, Jack Green. In lane 3 from City of Leicester, Joel Weston. In lane 4 from Walker Tigers, Nathan Corrigan. In lane 5, North Lanarkshire's Thomas Balfour. In lane 6 from City of Leicester, Lewis Kerrod. In 7 from City of Glasgow, Duncan McKinney. In lane 8, Warrender's Fraser Allison. And in lane 9 from first, Scott Lilburn. Nathan Corrigan, the fastest qualifier here, the man from Jersey, against Thomas Balfour, you would think. So can Nathan Corrigan take this one? The Walker's Tigers swimmer 2:17.69 in the heats. So he'll be looking to pick up a gold medal here. Thomas Balfour, who has been pretty strong throughout these last 2 days, will have something to say about that. Good start from Lewis Kerrod in lane 6. He's going to be the leader, I think, at the end of the butterfly. The City of Leicester man in 6. 28.39 for him. Half a second ahead of Corrigan, with Balfour in third place. Coming down the second 50 onto the backstroke.
And, well, it's getting tighter now, as you see, coming up strongly in lane 4, Nathan Corrigan, and he has moved through past Kerrod. Trying to track him is Thomas Balfour. He's now challenging for second place. So these are the three. Corrigan now with about 2 metre lead going into breaststroke, 102.25. Kerrod does still hold second place by a couple of tenths from Balfour. It's going to be close between these two, I think. Very good swim over in lane 0. Lewis McLeod of Dumfries. So he's going nicely, but it is the dark cap of Nathan Corrigan who's looking dominant here. He's about 4 metres up here. Thomas Balfour has moved ahead of Lewis Kerrod into second place. Kerrod in third place as they come to the 150. And as we saw with Archie Goodburn in the breaststroke, Nathan Corrigan has built up what looks like an unassailable lead to take into the freestyle. So 2:17.69 is heat time. He'll be looking to improve on that here. He's about 6-7 metres up now on Thomas Balfour, who's maybe looking a little bit weary, but should be doing enough, I would think, to hold off the swimmers behind him. Kerrod, and in lane 2, Jack Green in the mix, and also McKinney, but a big win for Nathan Corrigan. It is going to be Thomas Balfour in second, and Kerrod does take third, so that's the 1, 2, 3. And Nathan Corrigan looking pretty happy with that one, as he just has a wee rest on the lane ropes, and there's confirmation. 2:13.17 for him. Balfour second, 2:18.49. Kerrod third, 2:19.60. And there he is coming in. And again, breaststroke just so important in IM swimming.
Yeah, it really helps if you're a great breaststroker in IM. You could see good backstroke there, but he just pulled away from everyone on that breaststroke leg.
So we'll be going to presentations for the second last time of the evening. These are the youngsters in the 200 IM. Here they come. Making these presentations, a new national coach of Scottish swimming, Alan Lynn, and he gives the bronze medal to Warrender's Daniel Saunders, the silver medal to West Lothian's Joseph Brownlee, and the gold medal goes to the Mulgai and Bear then swimmer Douglas Kelly. Good sporty handshakes. Well, Douglas Kelly having a very good championships. I'm sure there's more to come from him. Still 3 more days of competition, of course. 13-year-olds coming up now. Bronze medalist there, Keir Buchanan, South Lanarkshire. Silver medal for Joel Sinclair of Carlisle Aquatics to add to his gold earlier on. And the gold medalist, William Bell from City of Leicester. And Joel Sinclair picks up a gold as well because he is the top Scot. The Carlisle boy is a Scot, part of the, well, not too young in fact to be part of the Scottish performance system, but I'm sure he'll be there in years to come. Just over the border, of course, in Carlisle.
Next we have our 14-year-old medalists for the 200
The 14-year-olds coming up now.
Our bronze medalist this evening.
Greg Rowe of Carnegie takes the bronze. Looks pleased with that. Daniel Morley, another great swim from him, gets in the silver. And it's his birthday today, so he's had a pretty successful birthday. And Archie Goodburn, really good swim from him, takes the gold and is the national champion. Archie's time 2:18.82 in the end, 3 seconds clear of Daniel Morley. So 2 races to go in our broadcast tonight. So don't go away, as we're going to the 16-year-old boys 200 IM. And there they are ready. That's the Kilmarnock swimmer in 1. Before him, we've got in lane 0, Finn swimmer Kyle Pate. There he is. Then the Kilmarnock swimmer, Alistair McGee in 1. In lane 2 for South Ayrshire is Josh Mitchell. In lane 3 from City of Aberdeen, Finlay Deans. In lane 4 from Warrender, George Clough. In 5, South Ayrshire's Cameron Muir. Well, we saw that great battle between Clough and Muir last night. Collier, James Collier goes for Carnegie in 6, with his teammate Fraser Beebe in 7. Oscar Heald of Elgin in 8, and Toby Douglas from Duns in 9. So it's Clough versus Muir, part 2. Well, we saw that terrific race in the 200 breaststroke between George Clough and Cameron Muir last night. Just hundredths between them in George Clough's favour. So this is the rematch in IM. George Clough the fastest, 2:16.53 in the heats from Muir's 2:17.77. Early leader looks to be Finlay Deans in lane 3. 28.61 for him. Clough second. Third, way over in lane 9, Toby Douglas of Duns. Fly probably the strongest of his strokes. So you'd expect this to settle into a race in the centre lanes here. And there you see the 3 main contenders. Deans in 3, Clough in 4, and Muir in 5. Also with them, James Collier in lane 6. Still, it's the white cap Finlay Deans leading them into breaststroke. 1:02.44 from George Clough second, Cameron Muir third. Now you think these 2 breaststrokers in the centre lanes will probably have too much for Finlay Deans down this 50. Let's see if that's what happens. Certainly George Clough is pushing on strongly here. Cameron Muir going with him. These 2 just moving past Finlay Deans now. So it is Clough who has got the lead, with Muir into second place now, but he's a metre and a half behind George Clough. So George Clough looking good here at the 150. Looks like he's maybe going to get the double over Cameron Muir as they head for home. He's a second up. Can Cameron Muir bring that back in the freestyle? Well, he's having a go, but Clough looks to be holding that advantage. Half a length to go. It's still Clough by a body length. Looks like he is holding that well now. If anything now, he's starting to extend it. He is pulling away. George Clough, another fine swim from the Warrender man. It comes in 2:11.55. Massively faster than he was in the heats this morning, some 5 seconds. So terrific stuff. 2:11.34 he came into this meet, so very close to that. Second place, Cameron Muir. Third place, Finlay Deans. There is the summary for you. Clough, Muir and Deans. And in the end, so I think that was a different swim just to keep us on our toes there. I think that might have been William Bell is my guess there, and his win earlier. But anyway, our last race of the evening, we have Chap McComish of City of Glasgow going in 0. In 1 for Geary is Gavin Haggerwood. In 2 for Kelso is Ryan Brown. In lane 3, Kieran Preston of South Aberdeenshire. In lane 4 for first, Callum Laurie. In lane 5, Chris McComb of Edinburgh University.
In lane 6, Alistair Campbell of Dumfries. In 7, Alistair Miley of Geary. Stuart McIntosh of City of Aberdeen in 8. And Fraser Lowther for Dumfries in lane 9. Well, we've had a lot of really tight contests tonight, and this last one could be one more to finish up on. Callum Lowry, 2:09.05 in the heats. Chris McComb, 2:09.81. You expect it between these two swimmers on 2:11s. Kieran Preston, he might be up for this. Alistair Campbell as well in lanes 3 and 6. So let's see who has the touch at the end of the butterfly. It's none of them. It's Ryan Brown in lane 2, 27.05. So can he spring a surprise out of lane 2? Certainly still up there. Coming down the second length, the backstroke led. Watch out for Chris McComb, the winner in the 100 backstroke yesterday. He's certainly in the mix, but it's lane 8, Stuart McIntosh, I think now has moved into the lead. Alistair Miley going well beside him, and in lane 5 it is McComb. So they're the 1, 2, 3 at halfway. McIntosh, Miley, McComb. Well, we know that Miley's can do IM, so let's see how Alistair does in the second half here. Does look like Chris McComb is up against Stuart McIntosh here. Expect Kieran Preston to move up strongly. He's got quite a lot of ground to make up in lane 3, but he is making a move here in the breaststroke. But it is lane 4, Lowry, lane 5, McComb, and lane 8, McIntosh. Looks to be those three, with Preston just behind them. Final turn into the freestyle. Lowry now has the advantage by a quarter of a second over McComb. Looks like it's going to be a freestyle battle between these two. We said it might be close. It's looking like it's going to be very close here. But Callum Lowry has the edge. McComb still on his shoulder. Can he bring it home? He's got 50 metres to do something about this Lowry lead. He's not going to get there. Into the final 5. Callum Lowry is bringing them in, and he finishes off in fine style there. 2:07.29 for Callum Lowry. Chris McComb, 2:07.50, and a great finish there from Gavin Haggerwood of Geary to take the bronze, 2:09.99. So the last race there didn't disappoint, Kerry?
No, it didn't. Like, Callum Lowry just the good flying back, but not too fast, and just stayed on the tail of Chris McComb there, and then just on that breaststroke leg really strong and made it back there.
And you see them coming in there and around a metre at the end. Good finish from McComb, but well, he was never going to be able to get it on the finish there, just too far back. But really good race to finish on. Presentations to come as our last piece of business for tonight. We start with the 15-year-old medalists. They're making their way onto the podium now. Lewis Kerrod of City of Leicester taking the bronze medal. And silver medalist Thomas Balfour from North Lanarkshire. The gold medalist and national champion from Walker's Tigers, Nathan Corrigan. Nathan Scott, member of their youth squad, and good solid swim from him, 2:13.17. So their work is done. Maybe a little swim now before they go home, as the 16-year-olds come up for their medals. You see the gallery just clearing as everyone wanting to rush home, get their evening meals in. So the bronze medalist Finley Dean, City of Aberdeen. The silver medalist, Cameron Muir, South Ayrshire. But he's been bested for the second time by George Clough of Warrender. And George having a very successful few days. And one more presentation to go. 17 and overs. Here they come. So really good bronze medal there. Gavin Haggerwood from Geary. Very strong down that freestyle at the end there. Came from nowhere really to pick up that bronze. McComb taking the silver, Chris McComb of Edinburgh University. But he couldn't catch this man. Callum Laurie from First takes the gold and is the Scottish champion. Eddie Wilmot one last time tonight, doing the honours on the medal presentations, the SASA president. Callum Laurie dwarfed by the other two there. But he did what was required in the pool. So that just about brings our transmission to the close. Hopefully get a chance to see what's coming up tomorrow night. I hope you'll be able to join us. Here it comes. So 200 butterfly, we've got some backstroke for you. We've got the other half of the individual medley. Two girls, 200 IM. Some 50s. Didn't have any 50s tonight, but we're back to them tomorrow. The 50 breaststroke for the boys, 50 free for the girls, and we finish off with 400 free for the older swimmers. So that's going to be another good night, Kerry, I think. Your highlight for tonight?
I think it has to be Katie Robertson in that 200 breaststroke. Really impressive time and technique as well.
Yes, that was something special. Remember, you can tweet on #Snags2015. So from Aberdeen Sports Village, as our technical officials take their leave, we'll take our leave. So for tonight, we hope to see you again tomorrow, 5:15. We come start to swim. But from Kerry Buchan and myself, Duncan McKinnell, we wish you a very good night.
It's really good bonding with your baby. I think you get that kind of, they completely rely on you in the water and you're supporting them. And it's also knowing that they're going to then have that life skill to take on with them. I think it's really important. So it's quite nice knowing that you're doing that for your child.
We've been coming to swimming lessons for about a year now. And when Sam started swimming, he just wasn't confident at all. He was holding on to me, and we went to the baby and parent classes to start with, and then we've progressed to here, and his confidence, what he can do now in the water is amazing.
I think it's really important on a family aspect, being able to swim so that your children can be safe with you, because if you're uneasy in the water, that's then portrayed over into your children as well. They pick up quite easily on that.
As a head teacher, I have to say I'm truly passionate about the children's swimming. In my 20 years here, it's the one sport that children have been involved in that I can truthfully say I have seen them grow and blossom in confidence in front of my eyes.
Going through, they're doing lessons from babies and then onwards, and then they get to that stage where they have all these skills. Then it opens up things like we have water polo groups that children go into, synchronised swimming and diving, because you can't try these things without being able to swim. So it opens up a huge amount of doors.
It's really important for children with disabilities to learn to swim. It can get them out of a wheelchair, it can get them supported in the water, enjoying the freedom of movement. And they're unique, these children, and they're on their own special journey. You know, and it's really important that the swimming teachers take them as far as they can on that journey.
I think it's important that every child learns to swim, one, from a safety aspect. As they get older, it's important that they know how to be safe in water. And two, the health benefits from swimming are incredible. Children's respiratory systems become stronger, their hearts are working, they're getting that exercise that they need, and they're learning all these life skills that encourages them to stay healthy throughout their elder years as well.